Hey, Coach is Random Sip here from Chicago this time. So, wanted to talk to you guys about pre-race nutrition, pre-race dinners. A lot of people say carb loading, and they try to eat as many carbs and free pizzas in once just to feel like they have more carbs. The problem with that is your body can't handle it, and you will have some GI issues the next day. So the thing is, whatever you've done in your training and you practiced before, that's what you want to stick to. So if you haven't really practiced anything, stick to what you've done. But at that point, you can't change it. Like the night before, you don't want to try new things or eat less or more. So that's what training is for. You want to make sure that in training, before your long workouts, to practice also the pre-race dinner. So it's not just about running, biking, and swimming. It's also practicing and training your gut to how are you going to work to different food, what works best, how is your GI tract responding to it. So the week off, usually the week before the race or the week of the race, you want to make sure you're upping your carb load just a little bit the closer you get to the race. Doesn't mean that you want to eat more than you have been eating before, but you're shifting more towards carbs, less fats, and less fiber. That usually, we want good fibers in our and good macros, and a little bit of good fats, carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates, and protein. But in race week or during training, you really want to get a little bit more of the simple carbs in that give us that energy, the quick energy. So you want to kind of up a little bit more towards simple carbs. But again, don't overeat, but cut down on the fat. So if you eat 2 pizzas all of a sudden, there might be way too much fat on those. And again, you're overeating where your body can't tolerate it. It has to work, through it. It has to digest it, and then it might not be ready for race day. So make sure that you're picking a meal that you always do. And once you figure out it works well, always stick to that one. So I go as far as when I go and travel for a race, I look up ahead of time what restaurants are around, and usually always order my meal. I have a salmon, I have sweet potato, and some kind of broccoli or something, just a vegetable, whatever they offer, and try to stay away from asparagus because I don't want to have to pee the next day so much. But just things that work for you. I look up a restaurant, I order it, I take it to the hotel where I'm at, so that way I don't waste my time sitting in there waiting for waitresses, waiting to be served, waiting for other people, so I can still eat with people, but we all order it out, bring it to the hotel, sit together with friends, and do a pre-race dinner that way. So it's on your own time, and I usually do it around 6 o'clock, so it's not going to be too late. So that way you're not all of a sudden eating at 9 o'clock at night because of reservations and how long it took to get the food. So kind of be aware of that. Make sure that you know it's available, that you order it ahead of time, and that you eat it early enough the race day before. And again, practice it in your training the same way as if it's your race. Now, breakfast is another thing too. If you train at home with, let's say, bacon and eggs, you won't be able to do that on race day because you might have to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and those are not available always. So you got to see, okay, what is available without the kitchen being open to me. So I got used to oatmeal because there's always a coffee maker that it can make hot water, and I can make an oatmeal. So I practice that with my long bike rides, for example. I practice exactly that to see how full am I, what else do I want to put in that oatmeal. I usually have a banana about a half hour before the race as well. Just so you know when do you eat what, that you get enough carbs and you're constantly topping it off until race time, so you're not starving or don't know what to eat, or just grab a muffin in the morning and you never practice with a muffin and it might not be enough food for you as well. So make sure you practice it in training of what you want to eat during the race. That is it for today. So have fun.